Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today has been a little bit of an odd week. We've had an awful lot of rain and a few thunderstorms, and I did actually manage to get yesterday's thunderstorm on camera. Well, the second one anyway, but it has been a really busy week, and we did take a little bit of time off and enjoy some wonderful catfishing. But I'm going to go ahead and get to that footage, and I'll be right back. Oh, wow. Oh, he's gorgeous. Okay, I took my shoes off to step off over here and show you up over the shop there. But I'm only going to be able to stay here for a second because it's raining on the camera. Okay, one of today's fantastic updates is look at all of these babies. Right now I don't think I can even count them, but the last time I counted I had 13 and I think more have hatched. There's just so many babies. I'll pick one up. That's a blue lace baby, and actually he's going to be splash colored. And see if I can get this little guy. That is another Brahma baby, and their little furry feet are just so cute. But they are definitely, oh, he's going to be pretty. There's just so many of them, and believe it or not, I have about 30 more downstairs. So this will be my last hatch for this season. Yeah, it does so many babies, and they're so pretty. They'll be ready for going down in the brooder in a couple of hours. I'm going to make sure everybody's good and dry and fluffy. But yeah, it's so exciting. I love new babies. And there's still chucker eggs and duck eggs in here. But I do have to get this closed up. They need to get good and dry and good and fluffy. And I don't want to endanger the other eggs at all. So hold on and I'll get back at it. Okay, the next thing I want to do is brag the boys up. They've got all the trim and stuff up around the door. All the switch plates are on. It is completely sheeted and painted. And I did help, but I mostly just did around the garage doors. And they've done such a great job. They went through and they filled all the cracks, and they did all the painting. Sorry if the camera is moving a little too fast. They have done a fantastic job, and I'm going to come out here, and hopefully this time I can unlock the door with a little more ease. But they resealed the concrete on the back porch, and you can see that there's water standing on it. But we had 2 thunderstorms yesterday, and there's an awful lot of water everywhere. But if you ask me, I think that looks a little bit like an ice skating rink. But I think they did a great job. Okay, there's not a whole lot to report in the garden this week, but you can see down in there are plenty of new squashes on the way. Slip over here. Chubb's tomatoes are getting even bigger. The peppers look fantastic. The garlic is about ready to come out, and I think we're going to do that really soon. And if you don't mind my hose up in here, and actually got to cover off the smoker, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Look at the raised bed garden and the bucket garden. And this right here is that little tiny tomato. And you can see, even though I picked the blooms off of it, it has already bloomed again and has little tiny tomatoes on it. This one has gone absolutely nuts. And the peppers have blooms. The carrots are growing like crazy. The peppers up here are so happy. Look at the squash plants, and you can see there's a little yellow squash on there. And the okra and the three sisters and the beans. We've gotten an awful lot of rain in the last couple of days, and I think everybody's just kind of a little bit overwatered. But they are doing really well, and I'm really happy. We'll come up here. Look at all the little peppers. Oh, and that nasty weed. We gotta get that out of here, because if it gets much bigger, it's gonna be painful. I don't like prickly weeds. And there's the other garlic. And what I really wanted to show you, so these are the onions that we put over here. I'm going to put my hand down here and show you how big they are already. What I'm going to do to help ensure that these get even bigger is I think I'm going to have to start pulling every other one to use. We use an awful lot of onions anyway, but look at the size of those onions. Those are just, wow. I mean, we didn't plant those very long ago. And more squash plants. Look down in here and see that beautiful bloom. See if I can get it on that zucchini. But I still have to replant. See, I have to replant that bed, the spinach bed, both of the pea beds, and go over here to cabbage, which are getting nice and big, and that means there will be plenty of sauerkraut. Look at the size of that dill head. I think that might be one of the biggest dill heads I think I have ever seen. They look so good. And actually, those are the volunteers that came off of the plants that we had last year. And these are the new plants for this year. Come back over here. Some squash and these little guys. And actually, believe it or not, they're actually weeds, but they're very tasty weeds. Those are the ones that we like to make jam out of. And there's the peppers, and more cabbage, and more peppers. We've had so much rain that actually I've got to get in here and get some of these weeds out. But if you do a lot of gardening, you know that weeds are just about a constant thing. And that's okay, because I don't mind weeding at all. But we got a little bit more to look at, so give me just a minute. Okay, we're going to look down these beds. And you kind of have to forgive me for the lawn being a little bit scruffy. My tractor is still in at the repair shop, but I should get it back this week. There's the basil coming up, and they've been a little slow, but there are more little ones coming up. And we have the strawberries, and those are the San Marzano tomatoes. Now the oregano has come up a bit slow because of our weather, but it is still coming up, and there are tiny little plants in there. And my caraway is finally really coming up. I think that they've enjoyed the rain, and they're really glad for the cool temps and stuff. And then we have that little invader in there, and we got to get him out. This bed has not been planted yet, but I really think that I'd like to put the seedless watermelon in there. So we'll probably do that this week. And there are my radishes, and some of these radishes are just huge. So what I'm going to do is probably have to go ahead and pull those, and I'm going to replant them. I've got like 2 of them that right there that are coming to seed. I'm not sure. Maybe I ought to go ahead and let them go to seed, just those 2, and get some fresh seeds for next year. And there's the carrots. Going crazy. Absolutely love carrots. Got a couple more things to look at, so give me just a second. Okay, we are over here at the tomatoes, and most of them have already escaped their pots. And I think I'll probably go ahead and leave them on there for a little while, along with the little wire cages and stuff, just to make sure that I don't have any rabbits come in here and bite them off too small. But I'm really, really, really happy with the way that they're growing, and the absolute, well, there's one over there. There's one weed. But a lot of times we like to go ahead and put the newspaper or cardboard down in this bed to help prevent weeds, and then put grass over it. But we were really fortunate this year to get a giant load of mulch, and it appears to be working very well. Okay, there's my sweet potato bed, and you can see just about everybody's perky. I do have one in the very back there that is still trying to be a little bit pathetic, but they have new growth on them, and I'm so happy. But they look so good. And that bed right there is going to be our pumpkin bed for the year. But to get pumpkins for Halloween, I'm not actually going to be able to plant that until just after the 4th of July. And I'm so excited because Mark bought me that big stock tank to do my pumpkins for my birthday last year. And I've been trying to fill it up with all of the good organic stuff, and chicken poop. Yeah, chicken poop works really good, but I'm really excited to get that planted. But really happy to have the sweet potatoes planted and the tomatoes. And since we have such a long growing season, everything should be just great. Okay, so that's all the footage that I have for today, but I wanted to show you my guess what chicken butt shirt. Yeah, it's so funny, and I just kind of had to show it off. But we have had a really busy week, and we did get some wonderful catfishing in. And, you know, Dad skunked me, and I'm so happy for it. Um, Usually when we go fishing, I tend to get the bigger one, but he did this week, and he did such a good job. And wow, that blue catfish was phenomenal, and he was so pretty. But um, tomorrow I would like to do a Father's Day video. Hopefully you can catch that. But today we're just going to walk around. We're going to show you what we did actually get accomplished today. And the boys have been working really, really hard. And kind of want to go ahead and show them off because I love them so much. But I do have a lot to do today because we want to have a little bit of a Father's Day kind of smoke out tomorrow. So what I want to do is get potato salad, 7-layer salad, some coleslaw, and one of my applesauce cakes. And I know that actually I shouldn't say my, because Mark taught me how to make them, and they're so good. And I'm going to get one of Mark's applesauce cakes ready for tomorrow. But we do have a little bit of a shout out and a tribute tomorrow for Father's Day. And I'm working on getting my boys to make me a couple of little short clips. So, you know, the men in my life mean so much to me, and the least I can do for them is to shout them out for tomorrow. But anyway, it's been kind of an odd week, but we've had a whole lot of fun, and actually it slowed down just a little bit so we could take a little bit of time off. And I'm really glad that you chose to spend a few minutes of your day with me today. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell to let you know when we do something else fun and crazy. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything that you have on your mind at all, please leave them in the little box below. And I'm sorry, I just kicked the camera. Yeah. Anyway, if you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And we hope that today's video finds you safe, happy, healthy, and grateful for everything that life has to offer, because we are. And don't forget, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.